Welcome to another episode of Campus Discussion with Carlo. This is the entrepreneurship segment. Today we have another media personality, a great person, of course, a writer, videographer, editor, a scripter, let me put it that way. I'm going to reveal him to you any moment from now, but before we do that, let me announce that if you want something refreshing to drink during your weekends, during your evenings, after lectures, after every activity, including that activity, you know what I'm talking about. All you have to do is hit Nifred Yogurt app. You will get, satisfied in your satisfaction. If you want the best meal on campus to buy, it's no other meal than Oriel's Fast Food. No two ways about that. They have the best delivery services on campus. I have with me here today Sly the King, the university's own scripter. So far, so good. Shining as always. Sly, welcome. It's been a while. It's been a while we spoke.
Yeah, I would say so, but I think it is normal.
It's normal.
We're all busy, so we have a whole schedule to us.
That's cool. So, see, bro, this is the point where you have to wear your earpiece. Increase it to the highest volume. Don't come and say, I didn't hear you in the comment section. If you say you didn't hear in the comment section, we can't do anything about it. Now we are going to get into the conversation. Before we do that, we're going to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will start it up. But before we go, let us know the next person you would like to see on this show. Drop it down in the comment section. If you want to see me interview myself so I can do it, we have good editors here. We'll be right back. Sly.
Yes, sir.
We are back. Now, before we went for the commercial break, we introduced you to our audience, but there is no better introduction than an introduction coming from the person himself, right? So I'd like you to give us a brief introduction of yourself, maybe your name and the schools you attended before the university.
My name is, my government name is Sly Agenibo, but I'm popularly known on campus as Sly the King. I was born in Gabon, that is in Central Africa, and I grew up there with my grandma, and we traveled back to Canada. From 7 years, we came back to Togo. So I spent 7 years in Togo before I came back in Ghana. Basically, this is me. I schooled in Togo for 7 years, Canada for 6 years, and Ghana, I am in my 7th year. Exactly.
I'm not good at mathematics, but I know you spent a lot of time in school though. That's it. Before you came to the university, you never attended any school in Ghana, did you?
I did attend high school in Ghana. Yeah, that was in senior.
In senior?
That's one.
In senior?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
If you know what school it is.
School.
A private school?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What program were you reading?
I did general art with electives, French, economics, and CRS.
My house people are tempting me. They want me to speak French today. I can speak French.
we'll
Yeah,
try
the
it.
primary school one. Yeah, I can speak that one.
We'll try it.
Yeah, right. So what hall are you affiliated to?
I'm a customer holder.
Ah, fellow custodian.
Serious.
Yeah, I'm a custodian too, by birth.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a birthright to be a custodian. That is actually the best hall you would ever get in the university, with the exception of Casford. There's no other hall from Casford. Like I said, so a quick question. You're in level 300. Level 300. Okay. Now, in level 100 and level 200, have you ever been in any political position, or you've had any portfolio in the hall, or maybe in the university at large?
Level 100 now, I wasn't in any, I was just like a common flow member. Like
Come on, remember.
everyone would say, level 200, I was part of the media and publicity committee. Yes, yeah, that was all any posts I've been so far. Yeah, so I have never been in any better position, as in like handling any kind of huge position given to me so far.
Okay, that is cool. I wanted to ask that because most of the times people in the media spaces happen to get some positions like media publicity chairman and all those, and then it's actually active in Casford. I would like to know if you have any relation with Cyrus the King.
Oh yeah, Cyrus the King. He has been a great influence. He was my roommate last year. That was 2022. Yeah, we all shared the same room. When he was media and publicity chairman for Casford, I was his roommate and also part of his committee. So we had a really great relationship. Ever since I got to know you since level 100, and yeah, he has some influences on me as well.
So is that influence, or does that influence extend to the name you chose for yourself?
No. His name turns out like it was purely coincidental. I chose my name, became straight up from I think when I was at the age of 15 years. That was when I was in total. So it was surprising me when I got to know he also chose Cyrus the King.
He is the king, and you are the king.
Yes. So I mean, it was purely coincidental, but I mean, we just got a label with it.
All right. So with your name, you mentioned Sly.
Yes.
That is the name, Sly.
Yes. Sylvester, which you actually shortcut.
Yeah. So when you said my government name is Sly, I was like,
sorry, my government name. My government gave me Sylvester.
Sylvester, and you made it Sly.
Yes, exactly.
All right. That's cool. But let's talk about the media.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the media space?
Unofficially, I could say 7 years, but officially 3 years.
Officially 3 years, unofficially 7 years. And in the 7 years, what has it been like? How has it been like being in the media space?
I actually started as an actor.
An actor?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of sets and some of my movies are out there. But I felt like I could do more. And also due to the relationship I had with my dad, he wasn't really cool with the acting.
Okay.
And all that. So I just felt if I can be on camera, then why not be behind the camera and just make sure whatever I need to see myself doing on camera, let me just do it back there so I can just put other people doing it. And I actually plunged myself into writing, directing, and producing movies.
Okay. And how has that been so far? Looking at where you came from and where you are, 7 years ago was somewhere in Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah. So how has it been?
I mean, beginning of everything, the genesis of everything is never easy.
Of course.
So yeah, it has not been that easy at all. I mean, once you're trying to set something to do as your passion, no matter what it is, like if you're really determined, you're definitely gonna have to do it. Even if you're gonna have to take you like 1,000 years and you're still alive, you'll do it. So I just needed to find the right club to just make sure whatever I need to do happens. And yeah, God is so good. I stepped on UCC campus and it kept happening. Like I just don't know how it started.
No. Okay. So you made mention of having movies already out there in the system, and you've scripted a whole lot of plays and movies and stuff. And if you can't be in front of the camera, why not be behind the camera? Now my question is, can you give us at least a movie or two that you have actively been involved in,
Yeah.
with the exception of Campus-ish, because I have a question on that one.
Yeah, there's a movie out on YouTube called Room 07.
Room 07.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. Produced by Neighborhood Films.
Okay.
So he's a gun and the producer. He actually shoot movie based on the society that has to revolve around the gun community. And the room talks about Room 07 talks about an horror movie.
Yeah, horror movie.
Yeah, it was basically an horror movie.
Horror movie in Ghana.
Yeah. Even though it might not be complex to us what we've been watching on Hollywood and Bollywood and all that, but
yeah, of course.
I mean, Ghana is trying, so we just need to put ourselves out there.
So between the Ghana media space and the Nigerian media space, which is thriving?
Ghana is you, Nigeria is you. We cannot compare. Like Ghana, we too slow, and I mean, we just wrong on the things we trying to do.
Now, saying Ghana we are too slow, I'm tempted to ask, which of your parents is Ghanaian?
My mom.
Okay, so you identify yourself as a Ghanaian and
Yeah, partly.
partly. Okay, so Ghana we are too slow. So you are actually working towards changing the status quo, right?
Yeah, I am, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be only me.
Of course.
If you could get people that have the same mentality, I mean 10 people having the same mentality, trying to work, putting Ghana out there in terms of multimedia, I mean like, and there's unity. I mean, I think we can make it more than what we are making now.
All right. So on campus, can you name 2 media groups, or at least 3 media groups that you've gotten to know ever since you stepped on campus, with the exception of your group?
Yeah, I mean, the first ever which I got to know was Cyrus the King, the photographer and the videographer, and I got to know about Equigh.
Equigh,
and I got to know about decarlogh multimedia, which is why we are actually here right now. Yeah, I also got to know about flashpoint photography.
Okay.
Mr. Kese, and I mean, yeah, and other graphic designers as well.
Yeah. So I'm actually not talking about photographers and then the graphic designers. I'm talking about the media groups we have on campus.
Yes.
So we have Equigh, decarlogh multimedia, we are there. But there are other media groups on campus. I don't know if you've
if we're going to have to talk about full multimedia house, I think I only know 2. Is it Equigh and decarlogh multimedia.
All right, thank you. Producer, we are working. We are working. We are working. You know the funny thing? I was on Jodel. You know Jodel, right?
Yeah.
I was on Jodel one day. Someone sent me a message, and I had to go to Jodel to check for myself. Someone was asking it was asking for the most followed Instagram account on campus Instagram account on Jodel, right? So the person asked, and then surprisingly, I went through and I saw my name there. So there was Akumapa Trends, there was Dangote the blogger, there is Gentle the blogger. Then I saw decarlogh multimedia, and I'm like, okay, that is cool. But let's talk about the teamwork we're talking about. You mentioned that if you are able to get 10 people who have the same mindset as you do, or people who are connected or act like a group, then you can actually change the media space in Ghana here. Now, my question is, when you came here, you set up a media group for yourself that you actually shoot movies and series with. What is the name of that group?
I mean, the King Entertainment.
The King Entertainment. And you are the CEO.
Yes, please.
All right. So that is where we got the Campus-ish from.
Yeah, Campus. The King Entertainment birth Campus-ish.
Okay.
And others related. Let me just say other related brothers and sisters to Campus-ish.
Okay. So what are we to expect from the King Entertainment in the coming weeks or months?
Oh yeah, the King Entertainment is basically not just Okay, let me just think it like this. The main, let me just say, the first father, which is the drawing, which is Slider King, is, Campus issues on that. Slider King, the King Entertainment is on Slider King, Made Models is on Slider King, and other things which we've not actually given birth to so far. Okay. But they are all on the Slider King, and Campus issue precisely is a Campus series which we just wanted to shoot to give the people out there, whatever happens on campus, which is the seen, the unseen, what we know and what we don't know, the hidden and the unhidden truths and all that. We just want to put it out there in such a way that it's have to be educative, informative, and yeah. You just have to come with something that's supposed to be a learning stuff for all of us.
All right. So let's get back into the media scene. You've been here for at least 3 years. How do you see the relationship between media men and the SRC?
Media men and the SRC.
Let me reframe it. Media groups and the SRC, the relationship between them.
I cannot tell so much because I don't really want to work with the SRC, which they are really picky when it comes to whoever they want to work with. Yeah. And due to the fact that the SRC student body, which is actually governing this SRC, they have their own faces, friends and family, which they've been working with throughout their campaigning until they get to where they are. So once they get to where they are now, they feel like they're entitled to giving whatever people help them out there, which means media production and anything. So they have to put their own families and friends up there. So I am not trying to looking up working with people like that. I'm just trying to put myself out there. You trust my brand, you come for it. You don't trust it too, I'm already working for my own self. That's basically, so I don't know the relationship in between how the SRC relates to other media personal campus. But to me personally, I am not looking at trying to taste the SRC, trying to work for me.
Alright. Right. You've made mention of the fact that you are working on series, you do photography, you do a lot of things in the King media, right? Now, how did that start? When you got here, how did the vision of creating that media group or connecting with people to make movies and series start?
First of all is that I had the plan long ago that when I said to campus, I need to find something to do for myself aside academia. But I wasn't just finding what it is. Even though I was an actor and I could see, let me just say, I am still an actor, but no more on camera and all that. But I was just there and I was in my room one time and there was these guys circulating camera on the floor trying to take pictures. And when the person came, he wasn't the one who actually was using the camera. It was Cyrus the King. So I love photography. I really love photography. So I just pick up my boots, one short, and my jacket, and I was like, okay, taking me a picture. So after I took the picture he edited it that same day, and he made me have it. After seeing the picture, we just go to talk, we connected, and I got to know this is what he does. Fine, and that was level 100 first semester. So when I went home during the vacation, I was there and I was like, if I could get to talk to someone like this, and he has stuff like that, so why not just talk about initiating something on campus? I think before I could even come to UCC, we all have that perception like UCC has nothing to offer aside books. Yeah. So I was looking at changing such perspective about people too. So I got home, I was thinking, and I was like, I pick up my phone and I hit him that this type of idea I have. I want us to shoot a campus series. And he was like, oh, okay, fine, yeah, he's on board. Like, whatever it is, I should just let you know. So I hit a couple of friends, and I was like, okay, let me just work with a team. There's this guy called Nico Ipera. I made him to write the scripts, and we just started. But along the way, the same people that started with you might not have to be the same people that you're going to have to end up with. If the energy is not the same energy you'll be looking for up and down, like you might have to just switch up road. So I started with Cyrus the King, FPGA, flashpoint photography, as in my cameraman on board. But I mean, the first thing we shot, we lost everything. As in, whatever footages we shot, the whole first episode, we lost everything. Yeah. So, yeah, investment and everything just want to be backfire like this. But surprisingly, I never gave up. I didn't feel like I lost something. So I just needed to just come back stronger, make it work. And I got to meet, through same Cyrus the King, I got to meet Tech Studio. And I met Brass Solo Studio. I mean, they are multimedia who work off campus. And they don't mostly work in Ghana too. So they work with those Black American and those Dubai people. So I was like, okay, fine. Since I now got a connection with these white people, why can't I make it work? And I created a proper relationship with it. And we just started working. So right now, Tech Studio is my director of production. I still work with Brass Solo, but for the meantime, I really work with Tech Studio. He's almost the guy behind post-production, directing and everything. So aside sliding things, working as a multimedia or as a producer or something like that, he has other studios he works with. Yeah, that's how Composite started. It started from one way which has to end, and from another end which is a new beginning to where we are right now.
You keep mentioning Cyrus the King, Cyrus the King, Cyrus the King. How does it make you feel when people talk or spread rumors about your former roommate, Cyrus?
Former roommate, yeah, a friend as well. But you know, living in a room with someone, like, it's not every day you're gonna have to be smiling and talking to each other.
You do argue.
Yeah, which I am somebody, I am selectively, I am not really introvert.
Okay,
But selectively,
you select your friends.
Yeah, selectively I am extrovert. So it depends on how, what we do have to talk about. So we mostly don't talk, but in case it comes to business, yeah, we talk. But whatever it's supposed to be our private life or something like that, I mean, it's randomly, because we mostly don't spend time in a room. Before you see me in the room, that is like maybe I'm back to sleep, that is in the night. Maybe he's also inside working or something. So mostly it's basically because of what brought us together, that was work.
Yeah.
We mostly made it happen. And aside that, we all have our own life today, but we still good friends and all that.
Yeah, so when someone says something about Cyrus that you don't really subscribe to, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Like, for example, there was a time when people had contacted him for some shoots or something like that, and one thing led to the other. He turned them down, or basically they stepped out because according to them the prices were outrageous or something like that, or he was demanding more than they initially agreed on. So when you hear stuffs like that, how does it make you feel, knowing who he actually hits?
Man, I don't have a problem with his business, so I mostly mind my business. Whatever he's doing out there, and I mean his name, his brand, he's showing this for. How I know him, that is like he's this type of person. So however he presenting himself to you, that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
So whatever I'm hearing people saying, maybe that's how he presented himself to them.
Okay.
So I cannot say this is how I know him, this is how he is, because we all have different type of behaviors. And me and him, we still have some things to solve out.
Okay.
We do have our own grudges too, but due to the relationship we have, like, we're taking it cool. We're not making it so big out of how people are actually, because some people, they do pay him to work for them.
Okay.
And he's good, he's certainly one of the best, but one thing I just don't admire about him is his work ethic. He doesn't have it. Like, he works good, but like his work ethic is really low.
Alright. So let's not get too much into that, but you've worked with a lot of media groups and photographers, videographers and editors on campus. And what do you think is the challenge that these people actually face or have to deal with on campus?
Trying to set up a brand and a name for themselves on campus.
Okay.
That's
So what is the weirdest name you've ever heard for a brand?
Weirdness. I, to me, I don't. I would say yeah, it's a weirdness, but to the person, maybe there's a name or there's a significance behind whatever it is. And there's this graphic designer, he's also a photographer. I think his name is Avant and Shake or something like that. I just don't know how come you came up with that name.
Okay.
But I just felt like maybe I don't know. To me, it feels weird, but he has a meaning behind.
They actually a group.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
they two or more than two.
Yeah, Avat is one person and Sheiks is another person. That's why they have Avat and Sheiks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Avat was shaking something.
You Avat was always shaking a little. But it's cool. I get your point from that side. And
But I've been checking everybody, like everyone working in the multimedia that has to do with camera or anything, sound. I mean anything at all. I've been following them closely, but not everybody knows what I do. Not everybody knows I've been following them and all that. So yeah, I've been checking their names, but so far that's the only thing that I
you
feel
never
like.
understood
Yeah,
at that time.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I explained it to you. Avat and Sheiks are two people, and there's not one person. And have you heard that they are actually working towards shooting free photo shoots for freshers?
Yep, I saw a flyer like
And
that.
how's your reaction the first time?
I'm like, yo, you don't have to
That's
spoil
big.
other people's businesses. Even though everybody likes free things, that flyer out there that people put in price tag on it, this is what it comes with, this type of price you pay. And boom, out of the blue, like that, you're okay making free photo shoot matriculation for freshers. Like, what are you trying to get? People make businesses out of whatever they are doing. So even if it has to be free, like I think they need to have an association of all photographers or anybody doing such thing like that. So you don't have to go against somebody else, which will have to be maybe another problem. Because it is nice whatever they are doing. I feel like they feel like giving back to the people. But at the same time too, like you're not the only one in the field. There are other people out there doing the same thing you are doing. And sorry to say, some might have been good to you, or some might be better than you. But at the same time, to like trying to make it look like you're trying to support your friends' businesses, even though you're still doing the same thing. Basically, that's what I think of it. But it's nice whatever they are doing. Me, I have nothing against it.
Okay. So you just feel that they could have at least connected with the rest of the photographers on campus to agree to disagree.
Or even if they don't have to do it, maybe they just have to lower their prices really low.
Okay.
So it doesn't have, but once they try to do it to get people to subscribe to whatever they are doing, which means okay, yeah, we now did free things for you. So when we made you as like come and take a shoot, you owe us that title, or you feel like you're entitled to us. But at the same time too, the more people work with you, the more they feel like exploring new field. So I don't know about that's their decision. Me, I have nothing to say against it.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on a tight spot right now, but with the exception of you and your team or your brand, what are the two photographies or two media groups with relation to photography and video editing that you feel are the competition on campus?
I think I might have to talk from my own perspective.
Yeah, from your own perspective.
Yeah. I mean, he made a name for himself. That's Cyrus the King.
Cyrus the King.
And I heard about this. I mean, yeah, the two people really working. That's him and Meadows Photography.
Meadows Photography.
Meadows Photography. Even though new people are coming, they are making names. But I mean, those two people are where they are right now compared to where the other people are coming from.
Okay.
That's from my own perspective.
Alright, that is the two competitive photographers you would actually name from your perspective.
Yep.
And moving away from competitiveness, let's talk about their work ethics. Which two photography groups have the best work ethics on campus from your perspective once again?
I've not worked with media photography before, but I heard people saying this about them, and I cannot base on whatever people say out there to judge whatever they've been doing. I work with Cyrus taking, I mean, a lot of time, both 100 and 200. I mean, we go to places. I used to be his like, I don't know, his plus one. Yeah, I used to be his plus one. That's like 100 and 200. I used to follow him almost every shoot he has to be, whatever he has to be and all that. But one thing I realized is like like I said earlier on, his work ethic is not that good. It is something you might want to work with.
Okay. You've not given us little people though, but
yeah, I have not worked with the
alright,
people, so I cannot say.
You cannot say for certain. Now we are going to wrap it up. We're not going to spend time on this topic, but I would like you to give us a little bit gist about the next when the next season of Campus Ish is actually going to drop, and what to expect from your people.
Campus Ish has been in the season for like quite 2 years now, and yeah, I've been back and on and off, back and forth and all that. But I mean, we're working. First one didn't work out, and when we have to start already, that's when we came up with the first episode. And second episode is also ready, but I'm not looking forward to releasing it anytime soon. Because we just have a deal with Farmhouse Production,
Okay.
which they want us to provide a full season. And I'm trying to make my season with 9 episodes, which episode 1 is already out, 2 is ready, 2 is already down there, which is ready. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, we are still producing it. So I want to finish producing all the 9 episodes down in post-production, putting it down before giving it to them and before releasing it. I'm not just going to look out from working on it for YouTube out there. I'm looking at producing it, putting it on a bigger market. So in the same, I cannot really give my audience out there what time I'm ready to release second episode. But whatever it is, in case, I mean, the higher we get the demand, the higher we might have to control ourselves by putting it out there. But so far, like, I cannot just tell you a specific date.
Okay. You can work with that. You cannot tell us specific date and respect that. So, this is an entrepreneurship segment. This is where we talk about business, everything business related. And because it's a segment based on campus, we try to mix it up with a lot of campus related stuff. So before we wrap it up, I would like you to, give a word or two to our audience, talking of career choices, what you would advise them to do, the choices you would advise them to make, things that you wish you knew before you actually made certain choices, or you wish you knew before entering the media space. All those things, we would like you to give a word or two to the audience.
I mean, to everyone out there, do not involve yourself in something which you don't love. That's the first thing. Because if you don't love something, there's no way you can accomplish it.
Okay.
So whatever you're trying to do, first of all, find yourself loving it. If you don't love it, then don't do it. That's the first thing. Because it is out of love you develop passion. And whatever it is, if you don't love something, once you do it, it doesn't work, you might back up,
Give up.
you basically give up. But it's the love that's going to put you out there, giving more in to just find out whatever you are made of. But first, you need to love whatever you're trying to say. And there's so many things out there you can do to make your own self. I wasn't doing composition first out of money. I just wanted to do something because I felt like, oh, I love doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to do it. But going in further, investing, losing, but keep investing. And I realized that this isn't only just about entertaining myself. Let me also try to make money out of it. That's basically, so first, love what you're trying to do. Find a career, whatever it is. I don't know whatever you're trying to do, you are good at. It could be anything at all. I don't know who made this, but I've been seeing this on campus a lot. Yes, yeah. I've been seeing this on campus a lot. I don't know who made it, but I feel like he or she actually used one of my cast for.
It's a she though. She's in the studio.
Oh, okay. Please, whoever made this, when I'm
She's in
done,
the studio here.
yeah,
so
when I'm done, please try and see me so we can talk business, please.
Alright.
She used one of my tasks to do, a photo album.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
But I've been looking at this, but like I never actually tasted it before. This is my first time having it, and yeah, it was good. She loves whatever she's doing. She put herself in it. She learned, and aside school, is always trying to find something to do. Because the government right now is never going to be accountable to you or anything at all. You make it for yourself. You don't make it so the government has nothing to give you. So love what you do, never give up, follow your passion, and do what makes you happy. Do not be afraid to tell people they are wrong, even if it has to be God. God can never be wrong, but in case it goes wrong in your life, do not be afraid to tell him he's wrong, because that's the only thing that's going to put you right. And be honest, laugh, be nice to people, but set limits to yourself too. Let everybody know you, like this is who you are nice, but like this, at this point of time, you don't do this. Do not mix pleasure with work, and always just pray to God, because everything that you're supposed to do, if you don't involve God in it, I don't know who else you might have to involve in it, but once it is working for you, just do it. Even if it is not God, but it's something else making it work for you, just put yourself in it and do it.
Alright.
That's what I think to right.
That's cool. So we are going to wrap it up. Sly, I would like you to give your social media handles to the audience. Let them follow you on YouTube, Instagram, or what have you, so that if there is any connection to make with you, aspiring models and whatever they want to get into, those who would like to join your media team too, I'd like you to give them something. But before we do that, Models Ghana, Models GH, made Models GH. I was at the auditioning, I think for first few hours.
Yes.
I left after that. How did it go?
Oh yeah, it went super crazy. Even though not what we planned for, that was what happened. But there's always has to be a second plan B for everything. And the plan B didn't fail us. It was great. It was actually great.
Yeah, I saw a last minute change in venue.
Yes, that's the only problem you had to encounter. But aside fixing up a venue, I think we were able to do what we needed to do. And number of people turning out for the audition was also great. Training is actually going on.
Wow.
Yeah, training has already started for the models, both male and female who sign up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that is good to know.
we're looking at to put in more shows on campus and outside campus, which we're actually getting contract based on male models to promote brands, both in Cape Coast and down here. Yes. So yeah, whatever has to be with model and whatever you might want to do trying to promote your brand, hit us up on GH Made Models on all platforms. Made Models GH on all platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And my personal handle is Sly the King. Sly_the King. That's for Instagram.
Okay.
And Sly_the King Twitter. And when you get to YouTube, The King Entertainment.
Okay.
The King _entertainment.
That's where they can actually watch the
that's
campus.
the King watch campus and anything else related to our brand.
Alright. This is where we draw the curtains. Like I said, I'll keep on bringing you entrepreneurs, celebrities on campus, people who are actually doing well for themselves on campus, brand ambassadors. What have you on this show? Campus Discussion with Carlo, the entrepreneurship session. Sly, thank you for making time with us. Next time we will call you, we would probably give you something to talk about, maybe advise them on how to make plans for entrepreneurship, some jobs and whatever they have. And we will take it from there. So we are going to let our sponsors see you after this video. I hope you are going to give them something better though. But before you go, is there any project aside campus-ish that we should be anticipating?
Yeah. there's a lot of projects, but I don't.
You don't want to talk about it. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Once I've not started it,
You don't want to do that. Yeah. You know, I'm an actor too.
Oh yeah, I can do so.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it. So I'll join you.
Oh, yeah, we'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, my producer too is an actor, so we can not join.
I think I'll be seeing you.
You've been seeing him often. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we are going to call it a wrap. Thank you for coming on the show. I'll see you next time.
All right.
Yo, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are new, like, comment, and share this video to your fellow students. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notification, and meet us next time. Like I said, if you have anybody you would like to see on this show, drop the person's name in the comment section. We'll get back to you on that, and we'll make sure that person comes here. If it is Dean of Students, we'll bring you. Well, I can't say for certain, but yeah, we'll try. I'll see you next time. Bro.